Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I want to talk about one of the most difficult symptoms for me, which has actually been the double vision. And this might not be one of the most physically difficult or most painful symptoms, but it's definitely been one of the most hardest symptoms in more of a lifestyle sense. So, before we get too far into the video, let's roll the intro. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashley Stewart. So, 2018 was actually a pretty hard year for me, but it was also a pretty good year too. So, I completed my bachelor's degree in biochemistry, but at the same time, I was also diagnosed with a rare condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, or IIH. Some of you may also know this by its older name called pseudotumor cerebri. So, if you're curious to learn more about what it's like to live with this rare condition, then I encourage you to watch on. Don't forget to subscribe, and I upload new content every Monday and Thursday afternoon. The double vision has definitely been one of the most difficult symptoms by far for me to deal with. But before I kind of talk about more about why, and I don't want to spend this entire video talking about why it's been the most difficult, but I want to try and explain why, or I guess what my double vision is and what it impacts, and kind of explain what it's been like and what it's like to experience it. So first of all, the double vision can come in a few different types. So you can have side to side double vision. So you can actually have horizontal double vision. You can have vertical double vision. And I think there's a combination of the two where you can have it kind of a little bit of both. Mine is mostly horizontal or side to side double vision. So this is when you have two images appear side by side. So I look at an object and my ghost image actually appears on the left side of the object. So that's what it looks like to me. So if you were looking at an object, just imagine the image doubled to the left of that object. So it'd be the object, but the image would be doubled to the left. At the beginning of when this all happened, so I started experiencing the double vision. I believe it was the first week of February of 2018. It was the first or second week of February, and it was one of the first indications that kind of concerned me. I don't remember exact details, but there was a time that my double vision was pretty much constant. And now, fast forward to now, and the double vision is kind of only there during like a flare up, and it's definitely better than what it was a long time ago, which is good. The severity for me has changed. If I cover one eye or the other, then my double vision goes away. It's to do with a specific type of nerve palsy from what I've read in the literature, and from the papilledema is from what I've read. As for how it's affected my life, it's definitely been the hardest thing to deal with because I basically lost my independence from this double vision because I've lost the ability to drive. I actually got lucky in school. We had a very, very good deal with the public transit in the city, and so I had very good access to public transit where I was. So had I not had access to public transit, I really don't know what I would have done. Another thing that I constantly wonder about, and I don't think a lot of people realize this because I haven't really brought it up very much, but I do wonder how much the double vision affected my reading. And not so much in the fact that I had the double vision while I was reading, but the fact of if it was causing or maybe making my headaches worse because of the fact that my eyes were trying to work a little bit harder to make the image single while I was reading. So it's interesting when I'm kind of working in my close-up vision, my double vision usually isn't that bad. So reading usually isn't affected, but it can be if my symptoms are really bad, which is kind of how they were while I would have been still in school last year, because my symptoms were obviously really bad because of not having a diagnosis at the time. Now, the double vision is kind of still a little bit bad in my long distance vision. It can still have its moments. There are some days where the double vision isn't bad at all, but I do notice sometimes in my long distance vision, if I'm tired or something, it's still a little bit bad, but that's why I do, and I'm supposed to be doing the pencil push ups. Those are for making my eyes work better. I just need to be more consistent at doing them. I admit it, I'm terrible at doing them and I need to get better at doing them. So I'm just wondering, and if sometimes some of those headaches were from the fact that my eyes were straining that much harder. But all of that is speculation and I really don't know. So it just makes me wonder and how much of that was actually from my eyes fighting with the fact that I had double vision at the time and that my eyes weren't working properly. I remember when I was in school, I didn't have headaches very often. Headaches weren't actually one of my main symptoms. I had headaches occasionally, but I didn't have very, very severe headaches. I remember I get very, very tired and very, very run down, but I don't remember ever getting very many headaches. All right, well, I think that's it for today. If there's anything that you guys would like to add to this video, don't hesitate to drop into the comments down below. As for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.